Hello, folks. So, the World Cup is almost here. When I think of Football World Cup, uh, the first World Cup I saw on television was in 1994. Uh, Incidentally, that World Cup also was hosted by America, the US. And of course, DD Doordarshan was the only channel we had then. And unfortunately, it also happened to be Maradona's last World Cup. Very controversial one, that too. I remember seeing Argentina's first match against Greece, which Argentina won by 4 goal margin. And then I think right in the group stage, one or two matches into the tournament, there was a big doping scandal, and Maradona had to leave. Uh, and then Brazil went on to win that World Cup. A lot of fond memories. Um that iconic Brazilian team, and who can forget, of course, uh, you know the Roberto Baggio's missed penalty in finals. Uh, Now, what's interesting is I was in seventh standard then, uh, and now my son is in seventh standard, and yeah, again the World Cup comes back to America, and this, I guess, most probably would be Messi's last World Cup. I hope there won't be any any sort of anti-climax that that was there in Maradona's case, of course. So yeah, as you can guess, you know who I am rooting for. Always a fan of Albi Celesti, and well, one thing, folks, I don't know, something is missing. The buzz, I believe, is there, but I think there's a lot of negativity, and rightly so. What I've been reading, what we all have been hearing over the last few days, uh, somehow it feels. Uh, I mean, sorry if I'm, if I'm hurting your sentiments, but I feel uh, US hosting or co-hosting this World Cup, I don't think it's quite appropriate. The way they're dealing with things, how can one send back a, a referee formally there on invitation of FIFA, one of the best ones I am told in from Africa, uh, and you simply interrogate that chap for 10 plus hours and send him back? What nonsense! Um Add to this all the fans missing out because their visas getting rejected. I heard about Iraqi fans, Moroccan fans who spent their money on World Cup tickets, exorbitant ticket rates, uh, all those body checks of players on the runway and on the tarmac when they arrive for their warm up matches. Iran not being hosted formally, not for their matches, but for their hotel stay and training. US saying that okay, we can't provide any security, please figure out, and then Mexico standing up. I don't know, folks. I mean, it, there is a lot of. Anyways, I think as we are about to uh, get started, if only a few hours away. I think let me set all that negativity aside, and I just thought I'll share whatever I want to using this forum. Uh, I'm also doing this for my son, and I miss being in school where I used to share this with, and we used to have a lot of chat on the ongoing football tournaments with my students. So I thought let me do this for the next 1 month or so. Okay, so waves of negativity aside, and talking about waves, uh, the first match, Mexico and South Africa, and wave and Mexico. I'm sure ringing some bells. Mexican wave, what we all really adore, and what we all try to imitate or emulate when we go to even our cricket matches here in India. Uh, so I'm told that though it had its origin much before, only in 1986 when Mexico hosted the tournament, it got really popular because that was one of the tournaments which was broadcasted across the world, and they were maximum viewership. Uh, Again, Argentina winning. Uh, so uh, Mexico, I think they're starting off as favorites against Bafana. Bafana, as most of you may be aware, is the nickname given to South African football team. I read somewhere that it means something like "Go boys," or two times "Boys, let's go," in Zulu. Interesting, and I think Mexico in Group A is the highest ranked team. Very interesting because you don't get to see a lot of world famous stars in Mexico team, but they always, as far as my memory goes, they always have been in the top 20. Even now, I think they are in the top 20 FIFA rankings, 15th, if I'm not wrong. And a good lot of their talent comes from their own league, Mexican league, Liga MX. Uh, Definitely 50 to 60% of their team should be from their local leagues. So very unassuming, and they love their football, of course. Uh, Another interesting trivia is Mexico's best performance in World Cup came the farthest they could reach was come to quarters, and both the times they came to quarters was when they hosted the World Cup, 86 and 70. So they're hosting again, so you can if if we can go by the pattern, maybe they can come all the way to quarters. Let's see. The only player I know from Mexico is the chap who plays in English Premier League, Raúl Jimenez. He plays for Wolves now. Uh, so let's get started, and let's see what Bafana can do, if they can spring up any surprises. The other two teams in this group are South Korea and Czechia. Very strong footballing nations. Um, South Korea, I think a lot of us have one. There's a fan favorite who everyone likes, Son Heung-min, um, and Czech has a lot of good players. Some of them I follow English Premier League a lot. Some of them from EPL, Southcheck and Sufal. Uh, they have a very strong footballing history. Czech. I remember, the legendary Pavel Nedved, uh, and following Czech. At that point of time, it was called Czech Republic. Following their football a bit. Okay, just another small bit of trivia. You know what I have in my hand. This is not, of course, the match day ball, but this is an official football for this World Cup. As you can see here, uh, it's as always, it's manufactured by Adidas. It's called Trionda, and interesting colors: red maple leaf for Canada, and the green part, I think, is the eagle head. Yeah, the green is the eagle head representing Mexico, and of course the blue star for the US. I read that Trionda also means three waves, right? So a lot of wave-related trivia here. Um, and the most popular piece of trivia, this again is for some of the kids out there, my students and others. Where is this ball made? All World Cup footballs so far, I don't know for how long. Typically, it's Adidas who gets the design of World Cup footballs, and they come up with this fabulous design, and they are manufactured in Pakistan, right? In Sialkot, Pakistan. So our neighbors, though they never went to any FIFA World Cup, they are there almost in every World Cup, courtesy as makers of these balls. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. I am not going to see any of the midnight matches. Thanks to my age, I'm not able to stay awake unless there is a blockbuster midnight match. So I'm going to skip tonight's match. but we'll catch up with the highlights, and let's talk about the match tomorrow. And uh, and I think now the heat will pick up. The lot of group matches, 48 teams. So I'll see you all. Thank you.